Capricorn, welcome to your August reading. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's see what Spirit has for you. I am going to clarify and pull a few oracle cards for you. Spirit, give me guidance for Capricorn. What is it that we need to know? What is it that we need to know for their highest good? What does, almost said Taurus, goodness. What does Capricorn need to know for their highest good? Some of you may have Taurus in your chart. What do we need to know? What does Taurus need to know for their highest good, please? And thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing. I'd greatly appreciate the support. All right, your first card is Justice. Yeah, I'm getting a sense of truth here, something with truth. Eight of Swords, Temperance, Wheel of Fortune. Look at the major arcanas already. Five of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Five of Cups, Six of Cups, and the overall energy here of the reading is the Knight of Wands. Capricorn, why do I feel like there's something with truth needing to come out? That could be just for a couple of you. So, with Justice and the Eight of Swords, I really feel like it's important to tell you that it is important to align your actions with your values, regardless of how you feel about it. Okay. And know that acknowledge that there's consequences to your choices if there's some type of, if you're not being honest with yourself. Because again, I feel like Spirit's like, okay, have you learned some type of lesson for some of you? And for others of you, it's like, okay, you really need to align again your actions with your values. Don't say one thing and then do something else. That is the energy I'm getting. With the Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune, it's like a spiritual boost here. Again, I do feel like there's something you need to embrace, some type of change, and let go of the fear. Okay. And I feel like you need to gain some kind of balance and strong self control here. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like life always has its cycles, right? It's the ups and downs, and they can be challenging, but they also bring growth and opportunity, right? And it's like, I do feel like you need to trust the universe, God, spirit, divine, whatever it is you believe in, and take charge here. Okay. It's like life sometimes is beyond our control, but with the Temperance card here, it's like it's like find the courage to take charge of your life and find the balance in the different areas of your life here. And there's something just here with the personal growth and choices and your actions. Like I'm getting that all up in here. And I feel like you know what I'm talking about. And I might not be able to say your specific, situation, but that's truly what I'm getting. I do feel like you need to be open to change, new experiences, because there's some type of sense of purpose here, especially with you finding inner balance here with some type of life challenge. Okay. Some of you could feel left out. Okay. I'm not going to say that, like, that's the energy I'm getting is that maybe you're feeling left out. And I do feel like it's time for you to take some type of decisive action and forward movement here. And again, I do feel like there's a struggle. Sorry, my thing dropped. I do feel like there's a struggle with some surrounding some type of situation, and it could be financial for some of you, emotional for others, but it's requiring some type of bold, decisive action. Okay, some type of bold approach in order for you to overcome this. And you have it in you. but I feel like it's very fear. Like right now, you're surrounding yourself with a lot of fear when it doesn't need to be. With the Five of Cups and the Six of Cups, I like seeing the progression here, but it's like, how can I say this? This reading tells me you're on a journey, okay? From like grief, maybe, and regret to healing and a new beginning. That is truly what I'm getting here. And it's like you're moving through grief. You're learning how to move through the grief, through the loss, and into a more healing situation. Maybe even healing some old wounds. You know, Sometimes we find comfort in what's familiar, but sometimes that's not the best thing, you know? And some of you need to look at some type of past situation that could be an inspiration or even guidance that can help you in some type of present choice that you're needing to make. With the Knight of Wands and the overall energy here, I really feel like spirit here is trying to get you, and I like the Knight of Wands is facing this way, away from this, because it's like there's something here about some type of fearless pursuit. All right, and getting reignited here because that's what the wands is about. It's a time for action. It's time to embrace new experiences and really act towards your desires. And I feel like that's something you haven't done in quite some time. And maybe some of you are fearful to do that, but spirit's like, no, no, no. I need you to move forward here. So let's start clarifying. Why is Justice card here for Capricorn? Okay, that's way too many. Way too many. Got all kinds of stuff jumping out over here, Capricorn. Why why is justice here? Why is justice here? Why is justice here? You have the seven of wands. Yeah, I feel like you need to put up healthy boundaries and you need to stand your ground. That is in order for things to come into balance. Like some of you could have been taken advantage of, and Spirit saying it is now time for you to make the decision what's best for you and put up your healthy boundaries and stand your ground. That is what I'm getting with that. Let's see why the Eight of Swords is here. Why is the Eight of Swords? I feel like that's hard for you, Capricorn. Why is that so hard? Why is that so hard? Why is the Eight of Swords here? What are you fearing? Ooh, King of Wands. Are you fearing to be bold and assertive? Why? Don't you deserve to be bold and assertive here? That's what the King of Wands is. He's a builder. He had to work his way through to get to be a king. He wasn't just handed, here's your king status. He had to keep the passion, the drive, the momentum, and that forward movement. But I feel like you're restricting yourself from that, surrounding some type of energy or situation that you really need to stand up for yourself here. Okay? Let's see. Why is the Temperance card here? Why is the Temperance card here for Capricorn? Why is the Temperance card here? We have the High Priestess. I feel like some of you need to keep something to yourself here. With the High Priestess, she's kind of like hidden in the background, right? And, sometimes we need to keep things to ourselves. We don't need to broadcast it out to other people. That's where that moderation comes into play. So I want to say this could be for a couple of you. If like there's gossip around you, don't separate yourself from that. Don't engage in that. Is what I feel like, because it's, again, that justice card next to it, it's going to bite you. It's going to come back, like karma's going to bite you on the ass if you're going to act like that. Okay? Like you're better than that. That's not for all of you. That's just a couple of you. But with that, it's like I'm just getting that You need to keep some things to yourself, and it's, how can I explain this? You need to move in silence, okay? Like, move in silence and listen to your intuition. Okay, that's really what, that's the best look with it. All right, let's see why the Wheel of Fortune is here. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Feel like it's like stuck energy. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Why is the Wheel of Fortune? Oh, okay. I really feel like you need to take a step back to realign yourself, to get back. I kind of feel like you're all, I don't want to say all over the place, and I don't mean that in a negative way because we all get like that, full disclosure, right? But I really feel like it's important for you right now to take a step back for whatever this is, take a breather, relax. I know it's hard to, right? Especially when we have all the responsibilities of everyday life. But you need to rest when you can because there's something that requires your inner strength here. But it's also, by you resting, it's like, how can I say this? Like, it's gonna get you, I don't know why, Capricorn, you're the only reading so far. Like, I'm finding it hard to find my words and articulate. And maybe that's how you feel in a situation. But it's like you need to rest in order to get this wheel turning again and moving. It's like it's time to stop spinning your wheels and it's time to put the car in neutral. Okay? Just rest for a minute. That's the best way I can explain it. And it's like because you're going through some type of transition and you need balance. And in order to get that, there's some type of rest or something that's needed. All right, let's see about the Five of Pentacles here for you, Capricorn. Why is the why is the Five of Pentacles here for you? Why is the Five of Pentacles here for you? I feel like some type of truth is coming, is going to be seen. I don't know why I keep hearing the word truth, okay? But I do. All right, let's see. What do we have here for the Five of Pentacles? We have the Page of Wands. I feel like sometimes we get overly excited about something and it's not what we expect. You know, like something may fall through or something may not work out what how we want it. And that's what I feel here. Like something may not work out the way you want it because it's not meant to how you're perceiving it should happen is not how it's going to happen. It's like something's working in the background here that can't be seen. Why is the Knight of Swords here? I know that normally that's not really the energy I get with the Page of Wands and the Five of Pentacles, but that's the energy I'm getting, and I read intuitively. So let's see. Why is the Knight of Swords here for Cap? Good night. Why is the Knight of Swords here for Capricorn, please and thank you? We have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, it's like it's time for you to take action to move towards your 10 of cups, to move towards your wish, your dreams, your fulfillment, okay? But it's going to require action on your end. You can't just sit back and expect things to just all work out and not do any action or take any action or do things to bring things into fruition. You have to do the work, you have to take action here. And I feel like you're going to. I feel like there's something that you're going to be inspired by. And again, it could be this truth. Why is the Five of Cups here? Why is the Five of Cups here? And again, you may get upset because you may think something is missed because it doesn't come out the way you think. Think it's going to come out, it's going to have more meaning to come out in a different way. I can't. I wish I could better articulate, but I'm finding it hard for words here. Okay, Five of Cups, Two of Cups. I do feel like some of you have to let go of something in the past in order to be able to, some of you, this could be somebody who keeps resurfacing round and round and round and round again, and you keep repeating a cycle round and round and round and round again. And therefore, you're not like you're stuck and you're not able to move forward. Now, when I say, okay, this could be a relationship. When I say that on my channel, and I always clarify this, it could be family, it could be friend, it could be a situationship, it could be a business partnership, work related relationship, or love. You take that how it resonates with you. But there's some kind of energy going on that's like there's a repetitive cycle. And it's like, have you learned yet? You need to put up your boundaries. You need to be bold and assertive. You need to stop telling yourself, I really feel like this is meant for me. If it was meant for you, it would have worked out by now. And for some of you, somebody is just toying with your emotions, is what I just got. It's like you need to accept the truth. You need to see the truth for what it is. And this is why I keep hearing the word truth. Okay? Let's see. Why is the Six of Cups here? Why is the Six of Cups here? Why is the Six of Cups here? Six of Cups, please. Six of Cups. The Hierophant. Some of you, this could be a marriage. It doesn't have to be. Okay. Um, some of you may be, it's like there is some type of reflection on the past here, and maybe it's due to some type of religious beliefs or values that you have of why you're not moving forward. Like maybe if you're of a certain religion, maybe they frown upon divorce, okay? That's just an example. I'm just trying to give an example so I can kind of compare. But like, see, does that make sense with your situation? Is there something you're feeling that, again, I feel like there's something you're reflecting on some type of past. And I feel like there's something you need to look at your relationships closely too. Again, it's like I'm hearing truth. And I feel like you need to be true to yourself here. Be true to yourself. Okay. And again, I feel like there's a sense of here, it's time to move forward. Okay, why is the Knight of Wands here? Why is the Knight of Wands here? Why is the Knight of Wands here? Why? Ooh, Ace. That's too many. That's too many. Too many. Let's see. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Why is the Knight of Wands here for Capricorn? You have Three of Swords. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Okay. You need to move forward and move on. Again, look, Justice again at the bottom of the deck. You need to move on from whatever this is, from this pain, put the burdens down and move forward. No doubt. It's time to end this cycle. It's like spirits, like, I know this is intense. I know this is intense energy to work with, but I still need you to take action, even though you may feel burdened here by, emotional pain and heavy responsibilities. I need you to take action and move forward. I need you to channel passion and enthusiasm, um, so you can overcome these challenges. So I need you to make some type of difficult decision here. I feel like this has emotionally weighed you down. Okay. And it's time to put an end to that. It's time to put an end to that. Yeah. I feel like you've been holding on too tightly to something here. And it could be due to financial reasons. Doesn't have to be. All right. Let's go ahead and pull your oracle cards. Okay. Look at that. You have truth. I've said truth most of this reading. My greatest truth lies within me, a divine voice that whispers from my inner self. I listen closely, releasing control. In doing so, I find the answers I seek. I am in harmony with myself, embracing God's love, the truth that guides me toward my fullest radiance. Absolutely. I feel like that sums up your reading. Awareness. I open my consciousness to my true self, embracing the journey of growth, freedom from conflict, and self discovery. I release illusions and the limitations of the material world, allowing my being to rise toward eternal light. With each step, I grow stronger as I explore the wonderful being that I am. Yes. Sacred alchemy. Let your mind, body, and spirit harmonize with your intention. I am aligned with spirit. Guardian armor. Create healthy boundaries and guard against doubt and fear. That's what we spoke about over here. I hold my sacred space. All right, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I really hope it helped. If it did, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing. Have a beautiful day. Keep standing in your power, and I'll see you soon. Bye.